Hey guys, welcome to Minakai. Today we're ranking the top 10 father and daughter relationship movies. So if you like this video, please like, comment, and subscribe. Number 1. Lost Paradise, 2012.
Tu veux revenir, si de rien n'était?
Oui, Lucie, je l'ai pas vue.
17-year-old Lucy lives with her father, Hugo, in a remote plant nursery in the south of France. Their daily work, involving direct contact with nature, absorbs them and fills the void left by her mother, who left a year ago without a word. This absence has strengthened the bond between father and daughter, a bond both tender and suffocating, both comforting and dangerous. But one day, her mother returns, triggering Hugo's uncontrollable jealousy and rage. Number 2. Touchless, 2013.
Na mámu obzvlášť. Když tady nebudeš, tak tě teprve pořádně doceníme.
The story of a teenage girl named Jolana. She is unable to resolve her family's problems, loses the ability to communicate with her friends, and becomes increasingly trapped in her own narrow fantasy world. At home, she cannot enjoy a happy family life. The outside world sucks her in, she is afraid. But at the same time, she does not reject the game filled with resignation. The unbearable situation and a series of dramatic events drive the main character, where her situation worsens. But the question is, what does Jolana really want? Isn't escaping into dreams better than the harsh reality around her? Number 3. Heaven, 2012.
Je vader, je lijkt zo op hem.
Ik lijk op niemand.
Ik ga samen wonen.
Hemel, meaning heaven in Dutch, has a very strong bond with her father. So strong that their relationship often feels more like a partnership than a healthy parent-child bond. This visually refined film, which captures the painful moment when a daughter must break free from this emotional dependence, is dominated by a remarkable performance by the aspiring actress. Her Hemel is fiercely confident, impulsive and outspoken, yet at the same time fragile, vulnerable and yearning for closeness. Number 4. Out of Bounds, 2011. Stella, Stephanie Leon, and Oscar, Karsten Bjornlund, are a young couple visiting Stella's father's, Jacob Eklund, home on a remote island. Oscar discovers he is a reclusive man living alone with his Labrador retriever. The relationship between their father-in-law and son-in-law is far from harmonious, as the father strongly dislikes his daughter's boyfriend. The disappearance of pregnant Stella forces them to work together to find her. Number 5. The Architect, 2008.
Ich mag diese Musik nicht. Du sollst die Musik auslassen, ich kann sonst nicht Auto fahren.
58-year-old architect Georg Winter learns of his mother's death. He drives to the funeral with his wife Eva and their adult children. Ray and John Winter hasn't been back to his hometown for 20 years. He hides there the secret of his true love, Hannah and their son, Alex. At the funeral, Winter tries hard to hide his anxiety. Initially, he succeeds, but then increasingly fails. His declining health, the underlying conflict between him, his wife, and his children, and the encounter with his former lover, Hannah, take a toll on Winter. The reading of the will leads to a dramatic confrontation. Winter's mother has named her grandson, Alex, as her sole heir. The truth about Winter's double life is revealed, and he loses control. Number 6. Creatura, 2023.
Papa, el Guillem m'ha convidat a sopar a casa seva.
Ja, però és que no veig per què has de dormir fora de casa.
Mila and her partner move together to a coastal town. After their first argument, Mila begins to realize that the lack of passion in their relationship stems from somewhere deep, distant, yet deeply personal alone in her family's summer home. Mila relives some of her childhood and teenage memories that will help her understand the origins of her emotional blocks so she can reconcile with herself and have more honest relationships with the people she loves most. Number 7. Shell, 2012.
When I was 4, my dad built this place for her.
You want to go for a drive?
I can't just leave.
In the Scottish wilderness, far from any significant human settlement, Shell lives with her father in a petrol station, which provides them with a modest living amid this isolation. The two develop a complex relationship that, lacking social role models, must form entirely on its own. Shell lives with her father in the isolated petrol station, and when Pete is alone, Shell acts as a siren, attracting the attention of passers-by. However, she has no idea that this winter will be her last at the petrol station. Number 8. Rose Plays Julie, 2019.
I think about you all the time. The kind of life you might be leading.
While studying animal euthanasia, veterinary student Rose, Anne Skelly, decides to contact Ellen, Orla Brady, the birth mother who gave her up for adoption, but Ellen, now a successful London-based actress, is reticent. Undaunted, Rose will not be ignored, and her curiosity leads her to discoveries that shake the fragile identity she has built for herself. Directors Christine Malloy and Joe Lawler, also known as desperate optimists, have spent years making formal, atmospheric cinema that often explores the uncanny effects of impersonation and the slippery nature of truth. Number 9. Mickey and the Bear, 2019.
Class. Let me get a kiss goodbye.
Ew, Eric! So how much this time?
Mickey, Camila Marone, is a strong and determined teenager from Anaconda, Montana, who spends her days caring for her father, Hank, James Badge Dale, a war veteran grieving the death of his wife. When Hank's volatile and controlling behavior becomes destructive, Mickey must choose between her obligation to her family and her dream of going to college and living an independent life. Number 10. The War Zone, 1999.
I've had the police out looking for you all night. Your mother hasn't had a decent night's sleep since the baby's been born, and you're on the fucking beach!
Suddenly, moody 15-year-old Tom and his 18-year-old sister Jessie find themselves relocated from the hustle and bustle of urban London to the sullen silence of wind-swept rural Devon. At a little but neat cottage in the middle of nowhere, Dad is caring and kind, and very much in love with Mum, who has just given birth. However, an accidental glimpse of a disturbing and well-hidden family secret brings Tom face to face with shock, denial, and, ultimately, rage. What mystery could be so appalling that it threatens to bring everyone in the family to their knees?